Rants About Tech Live for, what do we got here? Tuesday, December 31st? This is New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, how's it going, everyone? I still don't have sound in my headphones, but we're gonna rock with it. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for joining me this early morning. We got a sunny day here in Philadelphia, so I'm feeling good. Getting lots of sun, helping the mood. It's always good. I hope you guys are getting some sun and a brief respite from the darkness of the winter where you're at as well, in your part of the world or the country. Ooh, sound bad? Oh, hold on, let's fix that. Hello. Is that better? Do we have proper sound now? Oh, still bad. Okay. Am I still bad right now with the sound? Okay, good. Whew. All right. Whew. All right. Thank goodness. All right, let's get the chat over here too. That was scary. I reset my sound thing because we lost the sound board the last time, so I had to reset it, and I think that might have caused the problem. But we're good now. It looks like. Looks like we're good. Let's get the chat in here. Popped it up here real quick. We're gonna have to start that intro over. Let's let's redo that. Let's try to revisit the intro. Okay, let's try it again. Oh, that's the air horn. We don't want to do that. All right. There we go. I think we got good sound right now with the audio. Okay, good. That was scary. Okay, thank you for joining me, everybody. Okay, we good with the chat now. All right, good. We're good with the chat. We're good with the sound. Rough start today for the end of the year. That's not a good way to go into the end of the year. But we're going to make the best of it, you guys. So thank you for joining me again, like I said before. Another episode of Rants About Tech Live for Tuesday, December 31st. Last day of the year. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Oh yeah, and Happy New Year's. I'm not going to be here for New Year's and the day after New Year's. So the 1st and the 2nd, I won't be doing a live show. So I'll see you guys on the 3rd. I'll be back on the 3rd doing a regular show. All right, so we're going to get to a couple of things today. One of the things we're going to talk about is the new Supernote update. Did anybody get this? There was a new Supernote update for the beta. Let's take a look and see if we can, see what number this is real quick. Let's take a look at the beta number. It's 3.20.30. Let's take a look down here. All right, so jumping right into it, you guys. We have a new beta. Now, I'm not sure if this is like a part of the last one, the 3.20.29. Can anybody confirm this? Does anybody else have access to the beta? It's like melted butter. Thank you guys. But yeah, any confirmation we can get about this beta would be great. But anyway, just going into the notes of this beta, let's take a look at this real quick, you guys. And I think it's interesting because I got a survey about this beta, which is how I knew it was even out. I was sent the survey, and you know what I put in the survey? You know what? Before we even get kicked off on this, we haven't done the real mission for the day. We need to get to the real mission of the day, and the real mission of the day is the highlighter function. We're gonna do this every day. I'm trying to get this highlighter function going, so we're gonna do this every day. Oh boy, let's get this screen right. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're gonna do this every day for the highlighter. So and I'm gonna demonstrate it every day until it gets to the point to where we've like talked about it enough, we've refined it enough to where you can't deny its usability. So let's take a look at it. All right, I'm just gonna write something here. It would be nice to have this right here. I'm gonna just write this right here. Now, what I would like to happen with this highlighter is highlight, hold at the end of the highlight. Oh, it gave me the line feature. Holding at the end of the highlighter gave me the line feature. Oh boy. Okay, so that won't even work. All right, make a highlighter. Make a highlighter so when I highlight something and I hold it at the end, the line feature doesn't come up because why would you need a line feature on the highlighter? But what does come up is the keyword option. So the same thing that would happen here. Oh boy. Will it even allow us to select it? Oh, we can't. We have to go back and get rid of the highlights. Oh, now we can do it. I would like to what happened when I hold the highlighter is for the keyword option to pop up. And instead of taking me to a whole different screen, just give me a pop-up that just says, hey, do you want to add this to your keywords or no? So when I long press highlighter, instead of this happening, keyword happening. But we need a highlighter to do that. Ratta has told me they don't actually have a highlighter in their tools. And I'm like, add one. just add it. Okay, all right, moving on. So the new update, we'll go back to that. So basically, the new update is the big thing in the new update is the stroke smoothing. So this beta, we'll just go through the notes real quick. We'll just go through the beta notes real quick. So what we have here is added note, document, and calendar. Added the smart straight line feature, which I just kind of demonstrated just now with the marker. Supports adjusting the length and angle, supports horizontal and vertical snapping, supports endpoint snapping, supports template snapping, only acceptable to note. Handwriting, optimize the stroke effect. And this is what the survey that I took was about. Optimizing the stroke effect by processing each stroke individually to enhance the smoothness of new handwriting strokes. Remove the original solution's handwriting anti-aliasing switch from the preferences menu on the toolbar. So there is no more anti-aliasing. This is just happening full time now. And I gotta say, it looks great. We'll take a look at it. Adjusted document supports expanding and collapsing multi-level table of contents. If we've seen this before, you guys tell me. I don't remember seeing this in the last update. I mean, I remember seeing the line thing, right? But I don't remember seeing the rest of this. I could be wrong though. Supports expanding and collapsing multi-level table of supports expanding collapsible level of table of contents. Now, I thought they were talking about notes for a second. I had to reread it. I'm like, whoa, are we adding subheaders to the header thing in notes? But that's not what they were saying. This is just documents. Notes and document. Move the star mark recognition switch to the pen preference menu. To access it, go to the toolbar, pen selection menu, and unified it's disable settings in note and document. Okay, so they unified the settings. File supports opening and viewing MBP images, bitmap images. Settings restored the ability to calibrate stylus accuracy on Manta. To calibrate your pen's accuracy, go to settings, display and input, stylus, calibration, and then accuracy. What else we got here? We've got optimized. System enhanced security for system upgrade verification. Document. Improved handwriting experience in Word documents to minimize the probability of first stroke disappearing in handwriting mode. That's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Calendar. Added the ability to allow automatic adjustment of start time and end time when creating and ending events. Okay. Add settings. Add weak password checks for lock screen, account, and file passwords. What else we got here? We got quite a bit. Oh, that's it. So now we got to the fixes here. Before we hit up the fixes, let's go to the chat real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, you guys are talking amongst yourselves. No one is even concerned about what I'm saying. I've had that update for like a week. Where do sign up for the beta program? All right, so Mr. Mike, did you see the stroke thing here? And that's what and I thought this might have been an older one. Here we go. Mr. Mike, was this in the update that you got a week ago where it says handwriting optimize the stroke effect? This portion right here? That'll be, you sign up for the beta program on the actual device dock. Just go to your updates screen. I think that's where it's at. And you just let them know you want into the beta program. So that was there as well. I wonder why the feedback just hit then. Good morning, Rock. Yeah, I wonder why the feedback just hit. I mean, because I remember updating a while back and getting the feature for the line feature. So this is essentially was the same update where the line feature came. Which is cool. So I guess they added two new things. I was just concerned about the line feature. Oh yeah, let's take a look at that though. I didn't even notice that they had improved the strokes. Like I guess I subconsciously knew that it looked different, right? But it didn't register to me that's what was happening there. Whoops, wrong one. Okay, so this is perfect. Okay, so this is a note that was written. This is a note that was written before that update, and I know that because these lines look hella coarse, if you will. If you can see those lines there, those lines look super coarse, and I think that's the line quality that the device had before this update. So around the 25th then? Okay. Yeah, like I said, I knew that the update had already come with the straight line, the auto straight line drawing, because we demoed that on live. So I knew that as soon as that update hit, I think I did that on live that same day that it dropped. But I did notice the line stroke comment or the line stroke improvement. I noticed it today though because they sent a feedback email out asking my opinion on it, and I was like, honestly, I didn't even know it was there. So that's why I came on live today, like, oh, we gotta look at this because I didn't even know that was a thing until the feedback flyer poll went out. And so they asked me for my feedback, and I said it looks great, and it does. We'll look at it here in a second. I said it looks great, but I'm just like, they were like, okay, now what other feedback do you have? And instead of the feedback on the lines, I gave them feedback on the highlighter that we just talked about. That was my feedback. Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, we're going to compare it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare a line that I'm going to draw right now to these lines that we see here. So these lines were drawn pre-update. And it's weird because you can see these lines up. These lines are drawn pre-update too. I can tell because they look jagged a little bit. But I'm going to draw a line right beside these or below these so we can kind of compare. Whoops. Goddamn. My bad. All right, here we go. Okay. Or maybe I'll draw a line right here, just right in the middle of those. Oh, 5% battery. I got to plug this thing up. Let's look at that again. Yeah, it doesn't look better right there. All right, so just keep that image in your mind. Just keep that image right there in your mind. Now look at this. Like the last, I'm gonna go back to my last note here to show you what it looks like now. I'm gonna draw some lines now, and we'll see what it does now. You see that? That looks a lot better than I'm gonna go back. Just kind of, I wish we could take a picture of that and have it to adjust. But let's just go back. Just keep that image right there in your mind, the right side there. Sorry about that. Keep that image in your mind, the right side there. Oops, we got to go back. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to go back to the first one and where you'll see those lines. These lines look great. You see the difference? Yeah, and these lines were drawn with anti-aliasing on. So you can see why they went with this other, whatever process they're using. Can we go back? Oh, it won't let us. Okay. All right, so that's what they did before, and this is the new process right here. Way better. That's a lot better. So they did a really good job on this line smoothing. And it looks really good in writing. So let's just take a look at how smooth it looks in the writing. This is almost Boox level smooth. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw it. Like, this is Boox level smoothness right here. Like, you look at the curve in that R right there, you can't see jaggies. You know what I mean? Let's go to the chat real quick before we continue on with this. Is the harder metal pen better than the Lamy? I ordered the harder metal and it's on the way. I wonder if I'll be disappointed in it. The harder metal is better than the Lamy. In my opinion, the harder metal pens, the way Supernote programs their pens, not even just the harder metal. I mean, the standard pen, you're going to get the same writing. You're going to get the same writing experience with all the Supernote's pens. They're all programmed the same way to produce the same result. The difference is the functionality and the feel. How does it feel in your hand? What kind of functionality does it have? Is it clickable? Does it have a top? Those kind of things. That's the difference. The writing experience is going to be exactly the same, in my opinion, Aaron. It still looks like anti-aliased. Yeah, it looks better to me. Mr. Mike says that's fudged up. I never noticed. Yeah, I didn't notice it either. Like I said, it was something I never even looked at and knew was a thing until I was sent the survey this morning, and that's why I thought it was new, because I'm like, okay, I didn't notice it. I didn't notice that was there, and I'm getting a survey on it. It must be new. The Rock says, oh wait, it fixed itself after refresh. Looks better. Yeah, it does. It looks a lot better than the anti-aliasing they were doing before. The anti-aliasing did very little to improve the image. It worked, but just did very little. This right here, like I said, this right here is Boox level of smooth. You know what I mean? And like, Boox does the best anti-aliasing in the business to me. This is Boox level of smoothing. Oops. All right. Rock says the Voya test is to sign your name to see if it's overcorrecting and making your signature look fake. May not want to sign live in case someone wants to screen grab and write checks in your. Man, listen. If you can recreate my signature, I don't the thing to me is drawing a. You know what? I guess that's not a bad test actually. Yeah, that's actually not a bad test. All right, let's just do that. Oh, we got 4% left. Okay. No, it does a good job. It does a good job. It smooths very well. Yeah, it smooths very well. Like I said, it's Boox level of smooth right here. The straight lines still aren't like you can see in writing like this, it's super smooth. But when you're drawing straight lines, it don't look as smooth. I'm not sure why that is. Master Mike said, I'm emptying your accounts right now. Oh, this is a fake signature. Describing the remarkable failed the signature test handily. Wow. Yeah, this does a good job. Yeah, this does a good job. And like I said, and the lines over here, like I said, they don't look as smooth as what I wrote, as what I'm writing, right? When you're writing, it looks like even that rapid draw, that looks super smooth. These lines, not so smooth. So, I don't know. It's the straight lines that's, but let me draw a circle and we good to go. Oh, that cleaned up real good though. I'm not gonna hold you, Chad. That cleaned up really nice. All right, that's a good one. Okay, so old update, but a feature I guess we just didn't know about because I didn't know this was even there. Another thing that I noticed too. Let me go over to the Manta here. So I went to the Manta to see if I could recreate that on the Manta. By the way, let's just look at the Manta. Just let's Oh, let me add this to my quick list real quick so I don't have to search for it again. Okay. All right. So oh, that's not it. Whoa. Here we go. So on the Manta we see here like the Manta could definitely use it. Mr. Mike says he bets if I use a straight edge, it would be straighter. Okay, we'll try that. But yeah, the Manta could use that smoothing for sure. But these are the lines that the Manta draws right now. That's what we're looking at real time right there. I don't think I have anti-aliasing on though. Let's check that out. Oh, that's over here. Yeah, I didn't have anti-aliasing on. Okay. It just I'm not that concerned about how good it looks as far as that. So I don't usually have it on. But anti-aliasing is on now. And yeah, that cleaned it up a bit, but nowhere near. I mean, you can look at that, look at Can there, and that looks pretty. And the few that they still look pretty rough. I'm sure if I drew that or did that same thing on the Nomad here, like just by comparison, we just looking. Yeah, it does a really good job. Yeah, it's doing a really good job. That versus that. Yep. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay. If only there were a test. I'm not sure I would. Uh, Mr. Mike says he would use a straight edge to see if the lines were straightened out. The Rock says, I'm not sure if it would matter. You can see the sections in the lines where it's assuming an angle on those lines, where it should be more straight. That was what I was pointing out. But we're gonna look at it just in case. I mean, we're gonna definitely do it. You grab the spudger from back in the day. I used to use this tool so much back in my cell phone repair days. Let's see. I mean, technically, that's not a straight line because this thing is all right. You know what? We'll grab something straighter. Oh, we'll use this. This is the. Oh, that's definitely not going to do because it's a magnet. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Yeah, we could use this. Here we go. We'll do it down here. All right, so that's a straight edge line right there, drawn with a card. And that's after the effect is taken. I mean, we could still see a little bit of, yeah, I mean, the straight lines are not as smooth as the curves. I mean, I'm just going to draw, like, again, I'm just going to draw a circle through this line. And let it do its thing. You see what I mean there? I don't know. It just seems like curves and fluid things are rendered smoother than the lines are. That wasn't bad, though. I mean, regardless, though, it looks good. They did a good job on it. That was my feedback. It looks awesome. It definitely looks awesome. He's like, use a credit card. I have to be careful. You guys have already got my signature. All right, let's fix this thing here. All right, so what else we got on the list today? There were a couple things we were going to cover today. We're going to go over. All right, we're gonna touch on at some point here. We're gonna touch on the rapid draw. Rapid draw's got to get touched on today. We got to do that today. Also want to touch on the ghost. This is a ghosting thing, so we're gonna. You know what? Let's do that now. So let's do one more. Let's do one more test here. We got a couple of tests to do. Today's the testing day for the end of the year. We're gonna make predictions before we leave too, and we're gonna talk about the best. All right. What I want to do is look at ghosting. That's what I want to do. There's been a lot of talk about ghosting on the new panels, and I personally think ghosting is so much worse on these 1300 panels. I think the ghosting is at a point to where it's like well, let's take a look. I prefer the Carter's 1200 screens. Like I don't know what I don't know what tangible advantages to Carter 1300. Like I know that it's better, right? I've seen the stats. I know that it's better. Yeah, the ghosting on the Manta is, but it's not just the Manta. To me, it's all the Carter 1300 screens. But Jay brought up something the other day where he thinks that the Viwoods AI paper handles it, or the panel is a bit different and better in the ghosting arena. We're gonna look at that too. So what I'm gonna do is, all right, let's go here. What I want to do is, All right, so what I like to do is just get into a clean page here. Can I do that? Oh, I can't. I have to do this. There we go. Okay, so yeah, the ghosting, and I think the ghosting is why people think that the Note Max looks why people think the Note Max looks dark. I don't think it's a dark screen. I just think it's the ghosting that happens on that level when you get that big of a screen. And I just think the Carter 1300 technology, there's trade-offs, you're going to make, or there's trade-offs being made there. I could be wrong about that, but I think there's trade-offs being made. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to draw the same thing on both screens. And we're going to just kind of go back and forth and see what I guess the differences would be. Can we do two? And we're going to do both of those. And we'll do some like ramble scrambles in here. Now, I'm only looking at the surface level here. And I'm going to try to do the both on both, or both the same on both of these. I could have just copied that. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do. So let's now copy. Oh, why can't I move it? That's odd. That's super odd. Oh, there we go. Now I can move it. All right, so we'll just we'll paste a few of these in throughout, and then we'll duplicate the page. This would be a live experimentation on refresh. Because I'm telling you, I know that the refresh is better on the 1200. But we're going to demonstrate that here today. Can we copy? Yep, okay. And we'll just paste these. One, two, three, four, five. We'll do 5 of them. All right, what do we got in the chat here? All right. Okay, so now we essentially have like the same kind of situation on both. Let's just make this, let's put them right in the same places as they would be. I mean, they're not exactly there, but. Oh, how did that happen? 1, 2, 3. Oh, I got 6. That might be why. All right, there we go. Perfectamundo. All right. So now we're just going to copy these pages, and then I think that should be Copy. There we go. And we'll just go to pages here and copy this page here. Okay. I mean, in just doing that, we're getting some. I mean, we can even see just doing that where the ghosting is worse at just right now, right? I mean, I mean, just looking at that, we can already see it, right? So we'll just go back. Oh, exit that. Okay. And we'll just swap between pages here. And we'll go back. Oh, can I zoom? Okay, I gotta enable this thing. Oh, why can't I zoom in the note? Okay, it won't let me. All right, let's zoom back out. All right, so let's go to the page view again, and we'll take a look at that. All right, so we're just looking at the white space here, and I don't know, they haven't refreshed yet because I can still see ghosting here. But we can clearly see where the ghosting is worse at. I mean, you can see really, you know what I'm saying? Like this is really bad compared to this, like the white space you see in here, and you don't even like this. It's. I mean, it's there, right? But it's hard to discern. Let's go ahead and go to the chat real quick. We're gonna check that on the Viwoods as well, because we're gonna check the Viwoods refresh to the 10.3 as well here. In the chat we got. Okay, all right. So here we go. So The Rock says he wonders if the ghosting is something hard related, or if that's one if no one has optimized software for the new screens. I think it's the screen, because even with Boox BSR on the Note Air 4C, which also uses a Carter 1300. I mean, it's Kaleido, right? But I think the underlying technology just for the eInk is Carter 1300 in that display as well, if I'm not mistaken. So if I am, somebody let me know. But the refresh rate is pretty bad on that too, and it's also the same way on the what other device? What other? There's another screen I was working with that also had pretty bad refresh. That was a newer panel. We'll get to that. But the point of the matter is, I think the Carter 1300 screens just have the ghosting is pretty substantial. What else we have here? It's what do we got here? The Rock says it's crazy. eInk would make a new screen and be tangibly worse. It just, I think they're making trade-offs. Better screen in the sense that maybe it's faster refresh, less powered, but and maybe more contrast. But as we can see, the refresh pays the price. I also think, but no, that's a different story. Miss Derby says, having A5X with a feel right, what is the writing feel difference on Manta? My still feels like writing on two sheets, not a pad. I can't really say for the A5X. I didn't have that device. So if anybody can help us out with that, the feel difference between the A5X and the A5X2. I've never even felt a device that has the Feel Right 1 film on it. Like I'm only used to, I've only ever known the Feel Right 2 film from the Nomad. The Rock says, okay, so someone did get to that. At Miss Derby, in previous live, Rod described it as writing on two sheets of paper compared to writing on a full pad of paper. Manta is plastic substrate. So, as far as the Nomad and the Manta, yeah, definitely. Mr. Mike says, I think it's related to the screen voltage and can be tweaked. I have not noticed that the screens can get wider than their base white. Oh, is that's interesting? It is evidence sometimes when ghosting that some areas can become whiter. Okay. I've thought that for a little while. I even mentioned that in a video I did a while back, wondering if some panels had whiter whites. And maybe black or blacks. Maybe the quality of the pigment. The ghosting seems to be mostly white on the Manta. Interesting because it could mean that the screen could physically be brighter. That's exactly what Mr. Mike was saying, Max. Yep, I guess they figured that out. We need someone to take a closer value of Max. It's tough to judge because there's an optical illusion where the interior color screen seems different because the surrounding color bezel. Right. Someone needs to get that thing under some proper light and just put it next to something that's actually white and let us judge. Or put it next to another device that we know that's of a known background brightness, right? That we can compare it to. No one's done that yet. I think Khaled has a sensor for it. I'm sure he'll do it at one point. That would be awesome. If he does, definitely put me on someone so we can check that out. If you do a solid black object and move it around, I think it makes the background lighter. Interesting. We'll try that. That comes from Mr. Mike. Jack says, oh, how's it going, Jack? Hello. So are the default settings used in the 10.3? Just wondering, the font of the letters look more black, than on the A5X2. I've said that for a long time. That's why the Go 10.3 got my device of the year, just because it just made the blacks look so black. The contrast was spot on with that device. It made eInk look really good. And it could be the fonts. And I don't know the default. We can check the default fonts on the Go 10.3. Let's check that out. Well, you know what though? I'm looking at it now. I'm looking at this now, and I'm like, the Go 10.3 is different than what it used to be before this 4.0, this firmware update. It just looks different. It's not even the same. So where I could usually count on elements looking a certain way, they've changed that for version 4.0, and I haven't gone through all of it enough yet to know what's what yet. So we'll put that on the back burner for now, Jack. Max says, I natively did a rotating test to compare Manta and Nomad when I got new Manta, like 10 rotations, and wrongly concluded that it was worse on the Manta, but actually the Manta was just brighter. Yeah, the Manta is brighter, and the ghosting is worse on the Manta. At Jack Senior, that's probably just the pen line thickness. But on the other, Jack says, but on the other hand, the A5X2, the refresh button gesture is pretty handy on the Go 10.3 to refresh. It's just needed to go to menu and refresh, or actually use a Bluetooth keyboard button I use. Well, you know what? Jack, I set my refresh to, this is my refresh right here. This gesture swiping in from the inside. That's my refresh. I refreshed so much till I needed a gesture for it. So I can just do it whenever I needed to do it instead of having to go into a menu. And you can do that in your gestures setting. Compared to the pen star, Mr. Mike. We will. The pen star is actually not bad when it comes to ghosting. The ghosting says, or the rock says, the ghosting craziness makes me question Supernote's upgradability stance. The thing not holding back eInk tablets isn't the processor, it's the screen, and that would be a bear to replace. Yeah, it's you start with the screen, right? That's the thing. Everything else, who cares? Like I gripe about this design a lot. Like, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, who cares? It's the screen that really matters. Jack says, what I did analysis on Reddit where I've placed the A5X too close to the Go 10.3 and it was visible that the background on the Go 10.3 was brighter. No. The Go 10.3 screen, I don't think is brighter. Let's take a look. We'll just go to we'll go to a note. We'll just do a blank note. Wow. Okay. I was like, okay. I put the camera on it and it started acting right. Okay, I guess that's what you got to do these days. All right. Man, that ghosting is supreme. Holy. All right, there we go. I think the background on the Manta is brighter than the background on the Go 10.3. And they're both refreshed. So I'm refreshing both of them. Yeah. Yeah, I think what do we think? I think it's brighter on the Go 10.3. And this is just pure sunlight right here. And it's coming from everywhere. So there's no, it's not a source closer to here, closer to there. They both have this. I mean, my hands are lit the same. So these are getting the same amount of light on both devices. And yeah, I think the Manta is brighter. What do we think, chat? I'll get rid of the rule lines. Okay, here we go. And let's refresh them. What do we think? Oh, dang, hold on. I did click the white background, right? Okay, there we go. Oh, come on. Like, come on. Oh, are we back? Are we back, chat? Oh, we're not back yet. Oh, man. All right, chat. We're trying to get video. I do use a Mac. Are we back though? We're not back. Oh wait, did we make it? We still haven't made it. Are we back? I don't see myself on the live though. Hold on, do I have to refresh it? Oh, okay, we're good. All right, there we go. Okay. Whew. It's those balloons. I don't know what makes them come up. My brother sent me instructions on how to turn them off. I haven't gone through those yet. I thought, oh, it hasn't happened yet in a long while. All right. Anyway, my bad, you guys. My bad. Okay. So I got some people in the chat saying the lighting is different. Well, it's subjective. It's subjective. Let's go through the chats real quick so we can catch up. I think I might be impossible right now though. Just looking at the chat real quick, we got here is those posts where I can see the background on the Go 2.3 is brighter than the A5X2 on the natural light. Yeah, they won't let you throw links in here for whatever reason. Discord server though. For a smaller device, I don't think the Nomad can be beaten. Says all. It's really in a class by itself. There's nothing even on the market like it. I mean that in the sense that Boox doesn't even have a smaller device with a writing surface, and Remarkable doesn't make a device that's this small. You know, and those are the big three. Mr. Mike says no brighter than the Manta. No brighter than the Manta. Okay. Camera Gremlin came. It did. Like, what are those balloons from? It's from the OS. It's from Mac OS. They're web. I'm not using a webcam now. I'm actually using a camera, but as a webcam. But even though I'm not using that the MacBook still like senses stuff. It's weird. I don't like it at all. I'm not even using the camera on the Mac. Very weird. That's one post on Reddit. Reddit is full of side posts. Please have an eye exam and let us know the results. Yo, Mr. Mike, go hard. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can. You know what I'm gonna do, chat. Give me 1 second. We're gonna change the white balance for this. Be right back. All right, chat. I don't know if that helped any. Yeah, no, probably not. Oh, or maybe it helped a little bit. Yeah, I guess I guess this is gonna be one of those things that everyone's gonna have a different opinion on it. But yeah. All right, we're gonna leave this alone. But I personally think that this is brighter. Just looking at it in person, and yeah, it just looks brighter to me. It definitely looks brighter to me. All right, what else we got here, you guys? We have, if we can get back to the show notes here, that's gonna be the tough part. All right, we're supposed to do one more test. Actually, we're gonna do one more test. Let's look at the Viwoods. Now we're gonna bring out the Viwoods because I have it on good faith that the Viwoods panel is a bit different. All right, we're gonna have to charge this device too. Oh, and I don't have a cable over here. Oh, that's gonna be good. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, we can. All right, chat, we got cables around. Let's get a little bit of a charge here. Now, we're gonna do a comparison with the Viwoods and the Manta as well because it looks like there may be a difference there. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about the difference between the Carter 1300 and the Carter 1200 displays and eInk devices. There seems to be a refresh thing going on. Like the refresh seems to be super bad on the Carter 1300 displays and not so bad on the Carter 1200 displays. And we're using the GoToMP 3 as our control, if you will. All right, we're getting that started up here. Even while the Viwoods is starting, let's take a look at the screen here. We got any takers on this? Which one is brighter? Oh, well, that worked. Okay. Oh boy. Well, I mean, right off the top, I'm gonna have to see. This is the video I've actually recorded already, so I kind of know the answer to these questions. But we're doing it on live now. All right, here we go. I'm not gonna hold you. The ghosting is just as bad on the Viwoods. Oh yeah, you would definitely get the lowdown on the Note Max when I get it, and I will be getting it whenever they release it. I won't be getting the early copy. That's not in the cards for me. But when they release it with everyone else, I will be amongst the people getting it. Let's go ahead and actually pull up what we had on the other one here. I mean, but chat, are we we only got one page in, but you can already see how bad that is, right? I mean, let's go back. Oh boy. Yeah, let's change the background here. I just kind of want to, you know what? Let's do the same thing. We're gonna do the same thing. Let's look at this layer. We're gonna do the same thing. We're just gonna draw the same thing we did on the other ones to check it out. Just to be fair, you know what I mean? Just to be fair. Oh, the templates are just so bad on this. Oh, I do not like the templates. Where's the line small at? We need the line small. All right, let's bring up. Okay, so this is what we had here. I mean, I'm already seeing that this is just going to be whatever, but let's just try it anyway. Did we Did we see that? The menu came up blocking some of the options. Okay, never mind. We won't harp. We won't harp on that. Yeah, that's a super cumbersome system right there. And we'll do one more. Jeez. Yeah, this should have been a little bit easier to do and create, but whatever. We're here. All right. Yeah, I don't like that hold down to paste. I don't like that at all. Yeah, yeah, I will agree. Zetsu says seeing the Manta next to so many devices is highlighting how thick the borders on the Manta are. I didn't notice that until you just said that. Let's take a look here. Keep going. And what we're doing is we're just trying to get the same amount of text on the screen to judge ghosting. We do one more. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So now we got the both stuff or everything on both screens the same. So, what we'll do is we'll copy. Can we? Yeah. I love the Mobius screens. Like these two writing experiences are so nice. I got to tell you, they're different but both so nice. Dude, I want to copy. Chat, what's going on? What? Nah. Nah. I've never had to do this on the Viwoods. I haven't had to do it on the Viwoods yet. Like, what? Do we know what I'm trying to do, chat? And why can't I do it? What? If I click this, there should be an option to copy this page. Where is it? What? That's crazy. Okay, whatever. Whatever. All right. So what we'll do is we have 2 pages of this. So we can do that. So we'll move this. Okay, there we go. All right, so we have these 2 pages here. All right, so let's check this out, chat. My bad for taking so long. But we're trying to get this. I'm going to refresh them really quickly. Okay, I thought I had my setting up. I don't. Okay, good. Oh my goodness. All right, we got to go back and then go in. Okay. All right, we'll just go to the page view. That'll make it easy. Okay. We'll go to the page view and then we'll go back. Okay, so now we'll go back into the actual note and pages view. Well, I'm not getting that kind of ghosting here. Not like we were getting before. Can we see that, chat? Well, what I'm doing right now is just trying to see the ghosting between these two devices, which is the Manta on the right and the Viwoods on the left. It doesn't look like there's much of a difference between the ghosting on these two panels. These two panels are exactly the same. They're both Carter 1300 panels made with the flexible Mobius. I think the backplane technology. So they're the same exact thing, except for the coding that's on this particular screen is different than the coding that's on this particular screen. But technology-wise, they're the same. And the ghosting seems to be the same to me on both screens. We're going to go back here. Oops. I mean, actually, the ghosting isn't happening right now that much on the Manta at all compared to our last test with the Go 10.3. But I will say you can definitely see the ghosting, and it's about as bad as what the Manta was when we did that previous test. I, for whatever reason, can't reproduce that right here, right now. But if you were here about 10, 15 minutes ago, we did that test with the 10.3, and the Manta was about on par as what the Viwoods AI is showing right now. It definitely, I mean, and like I said, it's both Carter 1300 panels here. I just personally think that the Carter 1300 panels has worse ghosting than the Carter 1200 panel and the Go 10.3. What do you think, Mr. Mike? I mean, only one of those devices has the Carter 1300 panel, right? I'm thinking that's the Go 10.3. I mean the Note A4C. Like I wanna know that. So we're gonna put that to the test. I'm gonna look at that right now. Oh, I threw this in the Discord the other day. Real quick before we head off to something else. Whoops. I threw this in the Discord the other day. That seemed auspicious. Right there. They named the eNote as one of the devices for Carter 1300. Having a Mobius display at that. Yeah, Mr. Mike, I actually think that the Kaleido 3 screen and the Note Air 4C is based on Carter 1300 technology. I am in gold and ghost hunting. It's obsessing me because I heard it so much. I heard about the ghosting so much that I'm like, okay, I see it myself, but I've never actually tested it. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a screen bright. Well, I'm making a screen bright video. So I'm just editing it now. What I'll do is I'll add this refresh stuff onto that. If I can't add it to that video, the screen brightness video, I'll add it to a different video on its own, so people can see it under a controlled setting under like really good lighting, so we can discern what's good and what's not. All right. But yeah, I thought this was interesting. eInk. This is coming from the eInk Corporation. This note that I'm looking at, or this site that I'm looking at right here. Yeah, it's eInk Corporation, and it's on their site where they've named the eNote for a 10.3, 10.7 inch eInk Carta 1300 Mobius display. Can we expect that to come in the future here? I don't know. We'll see. What was I looking up though? There was something I was looking up. Oh yeah.
Such a large thing. I'll be back with some really in-depth content on this, as well as an evening where
I think the reason the Note Max looks so dark is because the ghosting is so bad. I think the Carta 1300 inherently has bad ghosting. Everything else is supreme. They like, okay, everything else is good. The ghost is going to be terrible though. It's a trade-off you make. Do you want it or not? And everyone's like, it's the newest one you make. Yeah, it is. We'll take it.
There's no origami case for setting vertically, but there we are. It does fit like that. And that should still give you plenty of space.
I forgot what I was going to be. I was going to be looking up something right here, Chad.
Side by side.
And saw that Carta 1300 eNote.
Display straight away.
Totally drove me off.
Played with the user interface tablets, and then just scaled everything up rather than actually making apps that make sense of the right size on this side of the screen.
All right, here we go. And since Jay is here, I'm glad Jay is here because he can help me through this. What we're gonna take a look at now is, I don't know how much you guys know about oh wow, another clap with Kit is playing? My bad. Oh snap, my bad, you guys. How long was that going on? Why is Kit? Oh, my bad, you guys. All right, is the audio still bad? Are we still channeling Kit? My bad, you guys. Oh yeah, for sure. Thank God it was not the other tab. That would have been terrible. Okay, it was going for a minute. My bad. My bad, you guys. All right, let's get back to the program. All right, let's get back to the program. All right, so since Jay is here, Jay can help me through this. You know what I'm thinking? Like, why? You know what? Where is? Okay, never mind. For some reason, the lighting looked different, and I'm like, okay, that looks crazy right now. All right, so we got the Tab Mini here. It's a Tab Mini C. And we got the Tab Mini C on, what do we got here? We got the Tab Mini C on the, oh, come on. Oh, there we go. Okay. So we're going to take a look at Rapid Draw. Boox Rapid Draw. The power of Rod compels you. Oh, let's go to the chat because I feel like I'm missing stuff. I've missed a lot of chat. I know I did. Oh, okay. So we're good now. All right. So, it looks like, now I don't know. Like I'm trying to use this quick draw. And I don't know for sure, but it seems like I can just use the APK, right? Oh, click releases. Awesome. Thank you. I'm glad. See, that's why I waited to see Jay in the chat. All right, here we go. So quick draw or rapid draw is something that allows you to use the, can I, maybe I can. Okay, there we go. It's hunting for a second. All right. All right, cool. I can just use the APK. Awesome. All right, so for those who don't know, rapid draw is something that allows you to use your writing wherever you're at in your eInk device. So we're going to test this out here. Or use your stylus for writing. Which alpha is he up to? Oh, 4. All right. So we're going to test this out live on the channel here to see what we got. I've been super interested to test this out. All right. So we're getting going here. This app requires permissions to draw over other apps. Now you would be directed to settings to enable the permission. To enable, select Boox Rapid Draw and then toggle allow display over other apps option. Note, if you deny the permission, the app will not be able to function and will be closed. I'll allow that. I'll allow that. And so you go there and you turn it on. Cool. This allows allow this app to display on top of other apps you're using. This app will be able to see where you tap or change what's displayed on the screen. So it's basically like an overlay that will allow you to use writing as an input. Jay says so you could try using this with an app like DrawNote. Dorak says, oh yeah, I've heard of Rapid Draw, but haven't seen it. Good test because OneNote apparently has something similar native, but Evernote is dang near unusable. All right. So what app are we testing this on? What do we want to see this on, you guys? So do I get a setting in the quick thing here? Oh. So when I write, all right, let's take a look at this. Let's back out. All right, let's go into something that, all right, I want to go into a note. Can we add a note? Nope. Like I'm not like where could I already put one? All right, we'll do it. We'll do a PDF. So I wouldn't normally be able to write on this. All right, hold on. Let's go to the chat and see what the chat is saying about what I should use. Or actually both the Google and Microsoft Office suites. Yeah. Yeah, basically what this does is similar to the handwriting optimization. Okay, good. I don't have PowerPoint installed. I do have Google's presentation software installed though. And I can write all this PDF, right? Oh, so it's not, it doesn't work like that. We're gonna download one. Let's go to the App Store. Whoa. Oh no, we got presentation. We got Google presentation on here. Or Google Sheets. Or no, what is that slides? There we go. Oh, I lied. I don't have slides. Let's go get slides. All right, let's try slides real quick. Really? One? That's not what we're doing? Okay. Cool. All right, so this should allow us to just write where we want to write as far as being able to take down notes on any app. If what I'm understanding is correct. And that's the goal for me. Like, right? I mean, to take the writing to everywhere, as many places as I can take it, because I'd rather, that's my input of choice is writing. I'd rather do that than type if in any situation I can get away with it. So that's the hope here, that this app or this particular app would allow more writing in more places. Okay, we'll do stream side topics. I remember that one. Okay, all right, here we go. So you know what? Are there settings though? Well, I mean, I do get the writing here, right? I mean, oh, I see what you're saying now. Okay. So my initial take on this was, okay, this is a tool that will allow you to draw or write anywhere, even if the book's handwriting box or text box, like the one that comes up here, doesn't come up. But what you're saying is that, okay, so you're saying is that this allows better writing functionality in apps that already allow the writing. Better writing optimization. Gotcha. Okay. 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 So I misunderstood that. Still app that will allow you to write in more places because the places that you can write already don't write very well. So let's try that. I want to try that. I want to say I have OneNote. It works with OneNote, right? Where? All right, let's go here. I want to say I have OneNote. Oh, maybe it's on a different device. Yeah. It's definitely on a different device. But we got time. We got time, chat. Play for the new year. Oh, you bass. Oh, that was awesome. I didn't think we'd get that. All right, so we got OneNote going. We're gonna test this on OneNote. Let's see what else we got up here while we do that. Let's look at the chat real quick. Oh, OneNote does this by itself. What you're hoping for is built into the 4.0 firmware and maybe 3.54 though. In quick settings, it's free mark. Gotcha. Okay, so it looks like what I'm going to have to do is do a little more research before we throw this on the live. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research because my initial understanding of this was totally different. My initial understanding was totally different. So what we'll do is I'm going to play around with this. We'll feature it on a live when I have like an actual demonstration that's featuring it and just that's taking advantage of what it does. Because clearly I don't have apps on here that does that right now. So we'll do that. We'll do that on the show after the new year. That'll give me a couple of days to research and work with it and play with it. All right, what else we got here? I think we're nearing the end of the show here. I think we're nearing the end of the show here today, you guys. See what else we have on the docket. And yeah, I think that's it. Oh, the Viwoods BSR. I want to look at the Viwoods BSR. Let's go to the chat real quick. Settings in the free mark, control center Ratta. Yeah. I've played around with the free mark. If I go into the 10.3 drop down, the control center and press free mark. Is that, that's what I was hoping would do. I could write anywhere. Yeah. See, the thing with this was that I thought this would allow you to do kind of what free mark does, but allow you input as well. Because free mark doesn't allow you input. You just basically writing over a screenshot. I think it basically is. So I thought this would do something like allow you to do what free mark does, but take input. But that's not. This is just optimized handwriting for apps that you can write in anyway. Which we'll get an app that can do that. Okay, yeah. Jay says if you already have the Go 10.3 on 4.0, Node Air 4C has it already. Yeah. The free mark. Yeah, I remember that, seeing that on there. And the 10.3, I think, has it as well. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. All right. So, but the Viwoods BSR. I did want to talk about the Viwoods BSR, but we're running out of time for that. But we will get in on the Viwoods BSR at the beginning of the new year as well. No, rapid draw is optimized handwriting. Yeah. Right, so it's taking the handwriting that were in apps that weren't that well optimized and making them more useful by making the handwriting better. Yeah, I get it. I get it now. I didn't get it before. I came into it with a different understanding, but I do understand it now. And we'll do some research on that and get some apps that actually take advantage of it. And maybe we can bring some apps to the forefront that would use it the best. Or that if you're using these apps, you probably should have rapid draw. You know, that kind of thing. I wanted to do a CES preview today, but we won't do that. We'll do that at the beginning of the new year too. So I do want to take a look at some of the technology that's going to be at CES. I will be at CES, so that's kind of why I want to preview some of these things to get you guys feedback on the tech that's going to be there and see if any of it is interesting to you, to see if I should pay more attention to this or pay more attention to that. There's going to be technology everywhere at CES, and I'm not going to have a lot of time to spend on all of it. So I want to make sure that I'm bringing the news to you guys that's more important to you. So I want to do that and keep you guys in the loop for that. I'm going to bring lots of lives from CES as well. There'll be polls. There's tons of stuff implemented I'm putting in place for CES. But yeah, so that's going to be a thing, and we'll take care of that after the new year. We compared the, yeah, we did it all. We did it all. I think we did everything we set out to do today for the live, other than the BSR, and give a good demo of Rapid Draw, which we will do the next live. So Rapid Draw will be demoed then. I said we have. So I'll have this fixed up by next year too. We're gonna make sure this soundboard is like taken care of. It's doing everything it needs to do. Camera's good. I don't know what happened to the mic earlier. That was weird. But we'll take care of that. Oh, and the balloons. The balloons will be gone. The balloons and the thumbs up things will be gone. It's not even doing it now. Oh. When I needed to do it, it won't do it. But yeah, Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you guys have a great holiday season. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. We get the new year kicked off really well. I really love the way we ended this year with getting the Discord going, getting the membership going, and we're getting to know everyone. Like, we're all getting to know each other. So I really feel good about where we're going for the new year, and building and growing, right? So definitely thanks to everyone who's supported the channel throughout the year. Thanks for everyone who's gone to the site and bought t-shirts and supported me in that way. Thank you. You guys are all the best. I will be in the Discord over the holidays, so you'll see me popping in there, in and out, if you guys are in the Discord. But yeah, other than that, thank you guys so much for all support throughout the year. We're getting started to a great 2025. Can't wait to see you all then. And until then, you guys, take care, and I will see you later. Peace.